phone. It'll send the sound. Right. And then Jerry can do it. So after we call the game, if you want to walk around, get your phone with the microphone. I appreciate the offer. Thanks, man. There you go. Then we have to pack everything back up. I take my phone out of the case.
My mom was just like, hey, your phone back here, will that help you? And I was like, I thought of that, but no, it's great. So we don't have to go home. I was just telling her.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors. Huge shout out to Relax Lacrosse. They have all recycled stuff. They gave us a head to donate, and basically we're going to be able to raffle that off and raise some money, so super excited about that. Huge thank you to Woody Seneca and everything he has done for us to get this going. Grandma's approved for all your cannabis needs. And now we have Steven Stamp, and we are set to go.
Welcome, lacrosse friends, to the gold medal matchup of the 2023 LAXNAI here at the Nexus Center in Utica. I feel it's a little unfair because Greg can hear everything I'm saying, but then he's over there talking. I don't know what he's saying. Hopefully it was all nice stuff about everyone. We are ready to roll. It is the Salmon Bellies on their who have come in from British Columbia, and the BP Lawyers, mostly from Ontario. We're underway. An extended battle for the face-off of Peyton Crow fighting it out with Jamie Lynn Schmidt. Sorry, that's Ashley Bull. Oh, we have a pause on the floor. It's because there was an extra ball on the floor. So, unlike the other games, which have been 2:30. Oh, we'll get back to that. Erica Evans opens the scoring for BP Lawyers. A lovely shot over. Evans scored the game-winning goal in the semifinal that launched BP Lawyers to this game in a very tight battle with the Haudenosaunee. We've also since then had an exciting matchup between the Haudenosaunee and the Women's Box Lacrosse Global Network. Sorry, Greg. And Evans has it again. Evans won a gold medal last year with the Canadian Women's Sixes team down in Birmingham, Alabama. Switching hands there is Tessa Chad. D. Panton lets one rip. Stopped there by the goaltender Ainsley Rushton. Bellies setting it up. That was Megan Kinna, also a member of that team. So former teammates now facing each other here. Very good chance, I would suspect, that those two will be teammates again next year at the World Lacrosse Box Championship for Women. Nice catch by Katie DeSnew coming off the bench. She's actually knocked away from her. Good strip by Morgan Shirley. Scooped up there by Daisha Cordingley. She's going to hit Dee Panton coming in off the bench. Panton's pass gets knocked awry. She dives to make an attempt at the strip. Look at the wheels from Megan Kinna. Great strip check by Erica Evans. Those are two of the faster athletes you're going to see on a lacrosse floor. And that was just a tremendous play. If we have that one, it'd be great to watch again at some point. Not right now, however. Oh, yeah, right now. Right now is perfect. The Bellies have it back. High pass gets away, but look at the wheels here. Kinna running, Evans running with her. Perfect timing on the trail check. That's just two great athletes battling. BP Lawyers up into the offensive zone. Things open up a little bit. Thought we might see a shot there from Taylor Collins. She's going to give it to DeSnew instead. Now wide open on top of the crease. Great chance there for Abby Clayton, but she can't finish it. Bellies come forward. We're anticipating one heck of a battle. Anyway, I was going to say we had two 15-minute halves in all the games leading up to this. As with the men's championship, 4x10. Behind the back, what a chance. Nice shot by Morgan Shirley. Just pings it off the post. Fresh 30 for the Bellies. But then it is picked up by Sarah Frost, and she's going to go for a run. Gets surrounded by red jerseys. She's still got the ball. This is a great view. I'm right above them. You guys probably have a good look at it. Yeah, you do. Nice job, Charity. As that is a great shot of that battle along the boards. Bellies will come away with it. Here's Ashley Bull. Haley Hutchcraft checking up on her. Pass goes over to Mary McQueen. McQueen trying to fight her way through. Gets a shot. Oh, what a finish by Mary McQueen. Fights off the check. Little sidearm just inside the far post. You see Bull with the flip pass. First drive didn't work. So they're going to go back. And again they feed McQueen. And this time fighting off the efforts from Rachel Lapine. And buries that one. Nice pass from Morgan Shirley. And we're all tied up 1-1. Almost halfway through the first of 4 10-minute running time quarters. 2 minutes stop time at the end of quarter number 4. Bellies pushing again. Good defensive slide to knock that ball away from the on-rushing Ashley Bull. BP Lawyers have to get over center. They do. Dee Panton comes back to help out and gets the catch. Panton still with it. She's got Bianca Santucci out covering her. Makes the pass to the far side. There's Collins. There's Tessa Chad running across. It's a goal. Make the pass to the near side. They drive down. And Katie DeSnew, who is a lethal finishing machine, ducks underneath the check, fights her way back up. What a combination of skill and grit. You can see she has to use her strength to fight her way back up the floor enough to get a shot off and bury it on the far side. Again, Ainsley Rushton starting between the pipes for the Bellies, and Davina Gillis starting for the BP Lawyers. Tessa Chad with the rip from the outside. That one stopped by Rushton. Ainsley Rushton from Prince George, about 9 to 10 hours north of Vancouver. Home of Jeff Molesky, longtime NLL and Canadian team star. There are not a ton of high-level lacrosse players who have come out of Prince George, but There's some. Molesky set a high bar. Ainsley Rushton looking to stick with it, but she is not going to be able to stop that rocket just under the top bar of the net by Erica Evans. Evans will take this pass, and they just give her too much space. It doesn't look necessarily like a dangerous shooting spot from up there, but when Erica Evans has the ball, just about anywhere is dangerous. You can actually see the one Bellies defender pointing towards Evans to her teammate saying, get out and get her. Good advice. But right off the face-off, Amanda Chasen races down and buries that one. And what a effort by Chasen. After the face-off win, I think it was Morgan Shirley taking that face-off. Chasen comes away with it. Evans trying to trail check her, but a great job protecting her stick. And Chasen gets it off. She is from California, the only American member of this Bellies team here for the weekend. Running through everyone, Megan Kinna goes behind the back, misses on the far side. Tracked down by Morgan Shirley, but it looks like it'll be scooped up by Haley Hutchcraft. Nope, it's going to wind up with Kinna. Megan Kinna, sidearm on the run. Nice stop, Gillis. Oh, and there's a chance. I don't think that Jamie Lynn Schmidt heard that there was a touch. It went off of blue. Might have been a defender. Either way, it wasn't going to be an over and back. Schmidt thought it was, so she was trying to just hustle back and get it flicked over. But the Bellies do come away with it. Deb Phillips. Looking for the pass. Goes behind the net. Mary McQueen scored the one goal earlier. Keeps it moving. Sidearm shot. A little bit wide from the stick of Santucci. Sarah Frost has it. And after the check, it will be maintaining possession to BP Lawyers. That shot doesn't get through. It's going to be scooped up by Panton. Up to Desnoo. She's just dragging her defender with her. Pretty good positioning by the Bellies D. Long outlet pass. They connect. Shovel shot attempt. There's good hustle back by the BPD to get the pressure on Brianna Hollingshead there. Evans comes away with it. 10-second count. BP's got to put it down. Bellies are going to press. Savannah Smith through one check. Can't get through a second. Now the double team, and she actually breaks through but loses the ball just as she's falling down. Resilient checking by the BP Lawyers. And we're going to run out of time in the first quarter. With the ball behind the plate, we're through 10 minutes. The first of 4 10-minute running time quarters. It is 3-2. We will go for a quick break, and we'll be back. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the 2023 LAXNAI at the Nexus Center in Utica on Blue Squatch Productions. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2023 LAXNAI here at the Nexus Center in Utica. It's 3-2 BP Lawyers over the Bellies in the gold medal match of the first ever women's LAXNAI. This battle so far has been living up to what we expected. That ball's loose. It's not an over and back because it was touched by the Bellies. Megan Kinna, though, couldn't come away with it, and there's Erica Evans. Evans will make a bounce pass across, gets it through to Georgia Whalen. This is Evans. Has to Snoo with her. Opens up some space, gets the shot off. Stopped there by Ainsley Rushton. Rushton playing the first half, then Dorothy Paul's going to go in the second half, I believe, for the Bellies. And for BP Lawyers, Davina Gillis between the pipes. Lou Warner set to come in the second half. That shot well off the mark. 30 was about to expire, so Santucci was just trying to get something on the net. Didn't get through. It'll be BP possession. Sasha McDonald makes the pass ahead. Looks like a shot coming, and they try to get a pass over to Dee Panton. Good pressure. There's not a fresh 30. Bellies never possessed it. So they're down to 7 to shoot. And we're going to have an illegal pick called, I believe. And the Bellies will get possession a minute and a half in to the second of 4 10-minute running time quarters. Shirley taking her time, leaves it there. And Ashley Bull gives the ball back to Jamie Lynn Schmidt. Schmidt with the shot from the outside. Bull gets the rebound loose ball. Gets flattened for her efforts by Sasha McDonald. That shot stopped by Gillis, who will bend the knee to pop it out of the pads. There's a broken stick down on the floor. It's going to be scooped up by the officials. Evans to Desnoo. Back to Evans. Nice give and go attempt. What a defensive effort by Megan Kinna to get over on Katie Desnoo and challenge that shot. Kinna coming across center. Savannah Smith keeps the ball moving to Santucci. Kinna comes off as the Bellies complete their change. Here's Hollingshead. Gets flattened and she gets that shot off. It went just a little bit wide, so there'll be no reset for the Bellies. BP comes up with that one. Making the pass across was Rachel Lapine. Haley Hutchcraft. Tessa Chad dragging. Gonna go to the net, shoot. Didn't get that one where she wanted. The shot came open. The shooting lane came open, but shot kind of got away from Chad right into the middle of Ainsley Rushton. Rushton is 19 years old, from Prince George, as mentioned. Nice spin move. There's a big save by Gillis as Mary McQueen got herself open. Now the pass ahead is going to be run onto by Jenna Taguri. Picks it up and gets a pretty good shot off, but is turned aside by Rushton. Penalty call from behind the play. Illegal cross check. And it'll be Morgan Shirley going off. So a chance for the BP Lawyers to add to their lead. Evans will start with possession. She's got Desnoo over at the lefty shooter spot. Panton down low on the left side. Near side, you've got Georgia Whalen at the shooter. Pick, nice save by Rushton, turns aside Evans' shot. Ball was recovered by the BP Lawyers. But the Bellies get it. Salmon Bellies can throw it all the way down the floor. Evans will take it with the reset, accepting the pass from Gillis. They've still got half a minute on the power play, so time to work with. Great drive to the net by DeSnoo, and fights to get the shot off, but she was checked pretty hard by Savannah Smith and her cohort. Bellies have it. Off to the races, Savannah Smith. Good hustle by DeSnoo to get back and take away a transition chance. This is the fourth game in 2 days for these players in the women's LAXNAI. So you can see a little bit of fatigue occasionally creeping in. Delayed penalty coming. That pass doesn't connect, so it's going to be grabbed eventually by BP Lawyers. Play will be blown down. An interference call going to Jenna to Katie DeSnoo. She's no stranger to the penalty box. Scores more than she gets penalties, but no shrinking violet. Salmon Bellies take a timeout. Just a reminder of what has happened today in the placement game. 7th place, Team Era, a huge win for them. Their first international win, I believe, over Tri-City, 5-1. Then Israel dumping the Mavericks, 8-2. Then in the bronze medal game, the Haudenosaunee Nationals dominating against the WBLGN. And now we sit at 3-2. Lawyers above the Salmon Bellies with 3:43 to play in the first half. A 1-minute minor for interference to Katie DeSnoo, and the Bellies are going to try and equalize. Kinna thought about letting it rip. They're going to go back there. No, they're going to skip. Nice try on the little Twizzler by Ashley Bull, but BP Lawyers will come out with it. That pass is thrown ahead, but not close enough to anyone to get on track with it. And Megan Kinna will take possession, and enough time for the Bellies to do that, to get it ahead to Ashley Bull and tuck that one in. Nice pass to find the cutting Ashley Bull. Actually, she was just standing wide open. This pass went ahead originally to Morgan Shirley. Defender heads out. Nobody able to get back on Bull. And she will find her way to the back of the net to tie things up 3-3 with less than 3 minutes to go in the first half. It is running time until the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Evans causes the turnover. It's going to come up with possession. And BP Lawyers will slow things. No, they're going to go right to the net. Georgia Whalen works her way to the middle but can't finish. Bellies, player off the bench. Save Gillis. Don't think the Bellies have a ton of left-handed players to set up to come first off the bench. We'll have to keep an eye on that. You see right now 5 righties on the floor for the Bellies. Let's watch their next shift and see what they are. They're running with 10 runners. They're running all out one door. Play O, play D, get off. Good passing to break the forecheck, whatever forecheck pressure there was. Behind the net. Trying to break out for an opportunity. 10 seconds to shoot. McQueen Tries to give it off to the corner. It's actually going to wind up just loose on the floor. So Dacia accordingly will take her time. I think the wise veteran play, very wise veteran play for a 19-year-old. Dacia accordingly, maybe 17. She is a young athlete. Never hurts to have Hall of Fame caliber player and coach like Troy Cordingly as your parent. Another good drive to the net by Megan Kinna, but Gillis is able to turn her aside. Boy, Kinna has a ton of energy, and you can hear the BP bench calling for a timeout. 31.6 seconds left on the game clock, 29 left on the shot clock, so they can use just about all of it. Probably pretty low danger if they're to pull the goalie, which I suspect they will. You just have to wait till late in the shot clock. We'll keep an eye on Gillis. My guess is she's going to stay at the bench, and they'll go with 6 attackers. Play being drawn up on the board. Katie DeSnew and company heading out to kill the penalty. Evans and DeSnew looking like they're going to go over on one side. And then on the near side, you got Tessa Chad and Dacia accordingly. So Gillis is going to stay in her crease, stay in her net, because the ball is starting behind her. Looks like they feel they just want to make sure they get it safely out. And Megan Kinner with all kinds of pressure. They get across in time on the 10 count. The pass accordingly. She spins off the check, back up top. Hard sidearm. That one's a little bit off target from DeSnew, and the 30 will expire. And that will do it. Katie DeSnew is wondering how there couldn't have been more time, because it looked like there was only about a second and a half difference between them, but it is 3-3, a gold medal battle royale between the Bellies, Salmon Bellies, and the BP Lawyers here at the 2023 LAXNAI at the Nexus Center in Utica. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us, and we're going to see some highlights from the women's games here at the LAXNAI as we take a quick break on Blue Squatch Productions.
Forces your body to work harder, become stronger.
Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends. We're underway with quarter number 3. Haley Hatchcraft is in the penalty box, serving an illegal substitution call. So the Bellies to the power play to try and break this 3-3 tie. Megan Kinna feeds it in. That is gorgeous. Ashley Bull has tried this before. It works to perfection this time. The first shot of the game faced by Lou Warner. Wow. I know that Canadian coach, women's national team coach Troy Cordingley has been at the tournament for much of it. Of course, his daughter Daisha playing. Not an official tryout for Canada, but probably doesn't hurt your chances of making the team if you can show your coach that you can do a play like that by Ashley Bull. That was sweet. Looked like a set play for Kinna and Bull, as Bull just got her defender on her back, kept her off her hip, and then just spun that little Twizzler. Panton gives it off to Whalen, and that stop is made by the new Salmon Bellies goalie, Dorothy Paul. As we mentioned, both teams switching up their goalies. Bellies putting some more pressure on. They've got that 4-3 lead. It's not a bad shot there by Mary McQueen. It's just a little bit wide, and it's going to be just flipped back into the zone by Savannah Smith, as she had to worry about the 30-second clock expiring. Evans gets a double pick. The screen from Desnew and Abby Clayton. That left side all working together. Somebody's lost a shoe. Who's running around with one shoe? I believe it's on BP. It was a Bellies player that picked it up and gave it to the ref. He tried it over and tossed it into the BP bench. Oh, and Kinna takes a shot to the head. And she is just going to have a seat for a minute. Yeah, you don't have to rush up. She's ready to get up. She is a gamer, an absolute battler, but when you take this shot to the head, just take your time. Watch this play. Evans puts one in. We were looking at the highlights of the first half, serving an illegal substitution call. You're going to see that is a little reverse whip. What a pass. Kinna to Bull. Yeah, the more you watch that, the more you think that's set. That is what they were intending to do there. That was not just, hey, this might work. That was something I believe they've been working on. Morgan going after it. Sorry, Morgan Shirley going after that one. Gets it ahead, and the Bellies are going to slow things down a little bit. Hidden ball trick, but the Lawyers, no, they don't know. I heard people yelling. It might have been from the crowd, people yelling 18, 18. As the ball was in the stick of Ashley Bull. Unfortunately, nobody let Lou Warner know. She makes the last second attempt. Look at Bull's got it, number 18 over there the whole time. She's going to shoot from outside the restraining line. I heard yells of 18. So somebody saw it, but it may have actually been the fans on the far side who were calling that. I'm not sure where that was coming. I definitely heard it. That's going to work like a charm, though. The hidden ball trick. Ashley Bull, hat-trick goal. What a game she is having. BP Lawyers hoping that their advantage in numbers can help them continue to push the pace, run the Bellies, and get a couple of goals back. That one's blocked, though. Nice job getting her stick in front of it. Now we're going to have a penalty. And zero argument from Mary McQueen. She'll just head immediately to the box, spend her minute or less serving the call for roughing. We're under 5.5 to play, nearing the midway point of the third quarter. Evans will start at the top of the power play. Goes to DeSnoo. D. Panton is down low. She's going to get the next touch. Over to the right side. Drag. Evans fights off the check. Get one in the middle. There's Panton. She takes one up in the head. That's going to be at least a minor. That's shot by Evans into the belly pad of Dorothy Paul. I think we've got another one coming. Looks like Savannah Smith is going to be joining Deb Phillips. That's going to be huge. Will that not be a penalty shot? Yeah, they're going to release one player, which means it will be a penalty shot for Brampton, for BP Lawyers. Dee Panton is going up thinking that she's just starting the play with possession, but no, it is a penalty shot. Be interesting to see who starts with it. I mean, you've got Evans, you've got DeSnoo, you've got Panton. All very dangerous. So it's a major to Deb Phillips. The minor that was already on for Mary McQueen will expire. And then it'll be Phillips gets the 3 minutes, and Savannah Smith gets the minor.
The penalty on number 9, Savannah Smith, is resulted in a penalty shot. Alex Sherry for the BP Lawyers. Number 97, Ian Pitt.
Dee Panton to take this shot with 4.5 to go in the third. Huge if she can connect on this one to pull BP back within a goal. BP Lawyers will be on a 5-on-3 when play resumes. Here goes Panton. Comes out wide. Dorothy Paul ready for her, staying on her goal line for now. Panton comes wide again. Great goal, Dee Panton, as Paul stayed back on her line, so Panton decides to come in tight and just look for that open spot inside the far post. Panton is a sniper. You can see she draws Paul right over to the near post, then extends, dives across, and tucks that one home. Had a great chat with Dee Panton at a Women's Major Series League Day during the summer up in Brampton. And she is passionate about this game. She absolutely loves the sport. Loves strapping on the pads and competing. So now the penalty to McQueen should be eliminated. It's the 11-second penalty that was almost done that gets wiped out. And then you're going to have the minor to Savannah Smith and the major to Deb Phillips will be on the board. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for 1 minute. And then if they score during that minute, then the minor is wiped out. And then they could still get 2 goals on the major. That's just being explained over at the timer's bench. There we go. So the one penalty to McQueen that had 11 seconds left has been wiped out. And there you go. 3 minutes and 1 minute up on the board. It's 5-on-3 with a face-off to come. BP Lawyers have 2 up in the offensive zone with the 2 Bellies defenders, and then 2 coming from the defensive zone to try and take possession off this faceoff. And it's going to work perfectly as Katie's. No! Is Ashley Bull going to get this from 4 blue jerseys? No. Great effort by Ashley Bull, who has been fantastic. Still lots of time. BP Lawyers trying to get Dee Panton to come back and be the safety valve. They don't need all 5 players down low. Now she's going to come out. Evans makes the pass across off the post. Evans will track this one down. Still 20 seconds to work within the penalty. You saw Evans take a look up at the timer. Backdoor, quick stick, great play. Beautiful passing. And DeSnoo finishes it off. That will tie things up. The penalty shot goal made it 5-4, and now DeSnoo making it 5-5. Look at this passing. DeSnoo with the quick stick. She looks down to the crease just to make sure she wasn't in there. Three minutes to go in the third, and we are tied. Megan Kinna trying to drive through. Lost the ball, but gets it back. I think it was Daisha Cordingley that got the assist on that one. We'll hear in a moment. Kinna's shot is blocked by Cordingley. Just got her leg in the way. And BP Lawyers will take off. Evans running the floor. Lobs it ahead to Panton. It gets away from her, but they are there to get it back. There's DeSnoo cutting. Ducks underneath, shoots. Oh, that one was blocked. And then she steps in the crease. It'll be Bellies possession. 2.5 to go in the third. Still a minute to go on the Bellies penalty, the major, to Deb Phillips. So they're just going to wing it down the floor, and Lou Harris makes sure that one's not coming on the net. BP Lawyers could actually still score 2 goals on this power play on the major. Tessa Chad taking her time. Maybe pushing a bit more. Evans at the top. She'll take the bouncer from DeSnoo. Fake, rips, perfect shot. Erica Evans, and I'd be inclined to use a timeout if I were BP Lawyers. They're talking about it on the bench. They're going to say nope. They won't because there's only about 10 seconds left now on the power play. Looks like Deb Phillips is planning to come out. Yeah, as her penalty ends, but she can't come out until play resumes. And actually, because they have 5 players now on the floor, because that penalty ends, she has to stay in the box. If she comes out, that's going to be too many. Oh, no, they left someone off the floor. Heads up play, because they had 5 originally out. Now Phillips lobs it across. Ball picked up by Ashley Bull. Bull, probably player of the game so far. Oh, the ball played out. I think Jenna Blair may have felt a little pressure that wasn't really there, but it's going to be turned over. Great job coming away with it there by Rachel Lapine. She's trying to drive to the net. Shoots. What a save by Dorothy Paul. Lapine fighting through to get that shot off. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Remember, we've got one more 10-minute quarter to go after this one. Still running time right now in this third quarter. It's only the fourth, where we'll have stop time for the final 2 minutes. Phillips quickly ahead to Hollingshead. She's going to duck back inside. BP all over where she was trying to go. She wisely passed it to Kinna, but Kinna didn't quite corral it. She rips one, saved by Warner. Another shot, another save by Warner. A big hit by Sarah Frost. And now there's a penalty coming, and that is a retaliation hit by Morgan Shirley as Frost had flattened her. If we watch that sequence, you'll see Frost right here. Actually, it wasn't even Frost. It was Rachel Lapine, but Frost was standing there. Yeah, it's Lapine. See, Frost is covering. Covering her. There's the shot. I think she thought. I think that Morgan Shirley thought it did come from Frost. And there's the cross-check return, and that, I would assume, is going to be a major. It's going to be a face-off. We're not going to know till the time goes up for the fourth quarter, but what an opportunity. So with a minute and a half left in this intermission, BP Lawyers up 6-5, heading into the fourth quarter. And they're going to have a power play. We just don't know yet. It hasn't gone up whether it's a 1 or a 3. All right, 10 minutes to decide a champion. Last night, we saw USA White win the LAXNAI men's division. Now, the BP Lawyers are 10 minutes away from joining them if they can maintain or extend this lead. Oh, what is going on? There are penalties put up on both sides. Both 21. Nope, now they're all gone. And we're 5-on-5. I think I missed what happened. It looks like Lapine wound up getting penalized for the first hit. So check from behind for both of them. So there we go. We stay even. Tasha accordingly fights through that check. Here's Cordingly. Rolls around the top. Nobody on her, so she gets the rip, but Paul makes the stop. It is snagged there off the rebound. We're having a push from behind, so BP Lawyers will get possession. The penalties have expired, so we're a minute in now, but they have to wait for another hard stop. Pulling it down. Trying to get the shot off. Sidearm rip. Just a little bit wide from Abby Clayton. Now there's a penalty coming. Clayton's going to stay down. Just missing on the far side was Tessa Chad. Brianna Hollingshead. I think Hollingshead is gone. She's taken her helmet off and is heading over to the bench. She has been sent to the showers early. Hollingshead number 11. Yeah, it's right there. Straight to the head. So that's going to be a major and a game misconduct for Hollingshead. So with 8:21 to go, a 6-5 lead for the BP Lawyers. Evans will start with possession at the top. Nothing's gone up on the board. There we go, the 3 minutes. BP taking their time. Evans passes it off. Goes and sets a screen. Hard rip from the outside by Georgia Whalen. Now they go backdoor. Panton attempt the dive shot, similar to her penalty shot, but she'd lost the ball behind her. There was a touch, so no over and back, but the 30 had expired. Evans is saying there should have been a reset. Okay, hang on. There's a disagreement. Whistles are blowing. His play was blown in there, and Eric Evans is like, you can't just start it while they're there. So it is BP Lawyers, and well explained by Trent Brady saying through the crease. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Anyway, BP Lawyers have the ball set up in the offensive zone with a fresh 30. DeSnoo will go back to Evans. Back to DeSnoo. She'll set the pick. Rolls down. Nice stop. Swatted in. Panton tried to swat it in. Swatted just wide. Dacia Corgley battling for it, but it's going to be grabbed there by Amanda Chasen, and she'll fling it ahead. Ashley Bull is open all alone behind the play. Tries another fancy shot, but Erica Evans was there to put some pressure on. Evans is going to go to the bench for a break. And what a rip! That is a bullet from Tessa Chad, who came into the game with 4 goals. Outlet pass from Evans. We should get the secondary assist here from the bench, because she's already on there taking a bit of a break. A little credit on the pick by Dacia accordingly to open up some space, and it is a 7-5 game. And the BP Lawyers can add another one on this extended power play. They've still got a minute to go. A little trouble finding it there for Jenna Blair. She does track it down.
Her first in the game, score number 35.
Shovel pass attempt is taken away.
From 23.
Here goes Amanda Chasen. She'll spin. Oh, she almost threw it back over center. Wisely paused just at the last second and gets quite a pass through. Connecting with Morgan Shirley. Still half a minute on the penalty. They can kill another dozen seconds here. Shot from the outside. Turned off by the foot of Lou Warner. Here's Dacia accordingly. Five seconds left in the penalty. And we'll be back to full and even strength with 5:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Evans from the outside, rocket a little bit wide. It's tipped. Panton will be the first one to it. It was touched, but not off the goalie, so they've only got 4 to shoot. That is ripped, and that will be a reset if Evans can get there first, and she does. DeSnoo looking back door. It's picked off. There's a player ahead. It's Ashley Bull. Let's see what she does. Look at the wheels coming off the bench by Rachel Lapine. So Bull will change directions and hand it off. Hard rip. That one's blocked by DeSnoo. That looked so much like a block by Tim Semish in one of the men's games yesterday, where she took a hard shot up in the upper chest and just didn't even flinch. Timeout taken by the Salmon Bellies with 4:32 to go, down by a couple of goals. Dorothy Paul makes her way back to the Bellies net. They set up in the offensive zone. We'll see what they've got cooked up this time. Remember, they came out of a set start with a Kinna to Bull pass that led to a glorious goal earlier. This is a spinning attempt. Warner with the stop on the shot by Morgan Shirley. Out of the crease pass made by Jenna Blair. Ball loose, tapped between her legs and picked up and staying on the right side of center. What a play by Tessa Chad. Megan Kinna all over her. Erica Evans, well, she's been doing it all over the floor. Bellies fighting their way forward. Mary McQueen. Evans on her, though. They'll leave it there for Shirley. Penalty coming to the BP Lawyers. Paul is not getting to the bench. Behind the back attempt by Ashley Bull. It's going to be a slashing call. That will send Evans off to the box. That pass down low. Bellies trying to put one on as they've got a 1-minute power play. Hard rip scores. Blast from outside by Morgan Shirley. We're within one. Who will get possession here as we're nearing the final 2 minutes, which will be stop time. Ashley Bull has been doing it all for the Bellies with a face-off win. Shoot, save by Warner. That's down in the gear, tied up in the jersey and the knee pad. Looks like she doesn't want everyone to know exactly where that ball was as she's turning and hiding. Outlet pass, coming back to the ball. Great heads-up play by Abby Clayton to avoid a turnover. She's going to back away. The ball gets stripped, and then a loose ball pushed from behind by Mary McQueen. No, they're going to say, surely that's not Belly's possession. Okay, I don't get that. But the Bellies come up over center. Ashley Bull with it. She is dangerous. And speaking of dangerous, here's Deb Phillips. Shirley walks in. That's going to be BP Lawyers' possession. Brooklyn Rosario. Nice little move to get clear of Ashley Bull. Bull gets a bit of it, but Rosario gets the pass through. It's a huge moment for Brooklyn Rosario, getting it ahead to Tessa Chad. Evans has it. A little shake and bake comes down the middle. Great trail check. It doesn't touch a Bellies player. It was just the stick check by Morgan Shirley. So it goes Bellies ball. Evans with some forecheck pressure. It's a long pass. It connects to Megan Kinna. DeSnoo on the D. Attempted pick by Savannah Smith. Now she gets it, and DeSnoo just runs roughshod into Megan Kinna. Big battle for this loose ball. Kinna, what a blast to go in and get it. She races in. Savannah Smith looking to get a shot. They're all over her. A last-ditch effort, and Lou Horner has the ball between her helmet and her neck with 30 seconds to go. She is going to have to shake things off, straighten everything back up, and go get her glove back on. 30.4 on the game clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock. So the BP Lawyers can take it basically all. Do they have a timeout? Pressure. Nice job running it out. Rachel Lapine goes through the check. BP saying they wanted a timeout. It was too late. Now, I think what they're saying is they called the timeout before the ball had been recovered, because if the ball comes out of the stick and isn't yet recovered, you can still get a timeout. But once, oh my goodness, an illegal moving pick by the Bellies. Jamie Lynn Schmidt called for that, and with 6 seconds left, the BP Lawyers are going to hang on. Erica Evans, who's been a tremendous leader for this team, the coaching staff has not been able to say enough about what Evans has done in taking a leadership role, a real mentorship role for the BP Lawyers during the week that they have been working together. And she tells them all, hold on, and let's go celebrate. The final score, 7-6 for the BP Lawyers. They are your inaugural 2023 LAXNAI Women's Tournament champions. That was quite a game. Women's lacrosse has arrived at the LAXNAI.
Salmon Bellies 6. Fans, please stand by for post-game award.
We'll have the trophy presented, which, wow, that trophy is about the size of Scott Neese as he carries it out onto the floor. Can we get a shot of Scott carrying that? Can we get a shot of Scott carrying that, Charity? Quickly, before he puts it on the table. There you go. We didn't quite get him carrying it, but we get him placing it on the table. You can see it, they're about the same size. Michelle Boyer with Women's Global Box Lacrosse Network. Women's Box Lacrosse Global Network. Out there with Scott Neese. She is thrilled to be a part of this. She has done so much, put a lot of effort in to get this rolling. Women's box lacrosse around the world. What a game.
Yeah, an amazing game, and I'd like to take a chance to thank you, Stamper, for it's been an incredible weekend. Same as.
Still can't hear you except for through my.
Oh, I've got your thing off.
Okay.
Stamp, it's been absolutely amazing calling with you. We got to work with you this summer, a little bit with Can-Am. We got to meet you last year at LAXNAI. Hopefully this keeps growing. It's been an absolute best. Thank you so much from, all of us at Blue Squatch. We really appreciate working with you. It's been a blast.
It's my pleasure. It's just a thrill to be part of this whole thing and be part of LAXNAI. And the U18 tournament's great. The men's tournament is great. Adding the women has just added an entire different element to this tournament. And you can see the passion, the excitement. You can see, I think, one of the stories, this is a great matchup. A good chunk of Canada's team for next year's World Championship will probably come from these two teams on the floor right now, who just had a fantastic battle for this game and the championship, a 7-6 win by the BP Lawyers. You've got the Haudenosaunee team with over 100 women trying to make the club, and game to game, the improvement they're showing. This has just been an amazing weekend. Reminds me very much of being in Europe and seeing the European nations as they develop and get more and more opportunities to play, which is, it's all about opportunity. Oh, well done, everyone. Hang on for a minute. We're going to present the trophy. We're going to have our MVP presentation.
The presentation of awards.
Thanks to Scott Neese, to Michael Brandt, to Brian Wimmer, to everyone here at the LAXNAI. We're going to stay with you, but I just want to get a couple thank yous in as we go. It's the Salmon Bellies. Megan Kinna coming up to take the second place plaque. Not a lot of disappointment on the faces of the Bellies. Even though they're feeling some, they wanted to win this game, but they recognize that this was a pretty, honestly, historic and monumental moment for the sport of women's box lacrosse. I was at both of the she boxes that have happened so far. Very fortunate to be in Router-Team for those. They were fantastic. And then this, an absolutely huge, huge moment. The most valuable player from the BP Lawyers, Erica Evans.
Number 33, Erica Evans.
Evans had the 3 goals, was outstanding in transition defense, took away at least 2 good scoring opportunities by the Bellies. Gold medalist with Canada in the 6s, at the World Games in Birmingham, a silver medalist for Canada at the World Championship of Field Lacrosse. And now the leadership group will be presented with the trophy by Michelle Boyer, co-founder of the Women's Box Lacrosse Global Network, who's come out from her home in British Columbia to be part of this weekend. Who gets the trophy? We know it's BP. Who's going to come and receive it? I'm not sure. Eric Evans coming. She takes Sasha McDonald with her. There's your leadership group.
Accepting the award is number 5, Jenna Blair, and your tournament MVP, number 33, Erica Evans.
Oh, quite a moment. You can see the excitement for these two and the rest of the team. They are all coming in to join now in the celebration. And the first one there was Brooklyn Rosario, and maybe the loudest one of the bunch. She is a beauty. They were talking about what she brings to the table as a character, as a player with just nothing but energy. And she made the huge clear late in the game to get the BP Lawyers out of trouble. There were contributions up and down the lineup from this BP Lawyers club in a great win over a tremendous Salmon Bellies club from British Columbia. Thank you all so much for being with us. That's going to wrap things up from the 2023 LAXNAI here at the fabulous Nexus Center in Utica. I am Stephen Stamp. It has been a pleasure to be with you, whether you're watching us on Lacrosse TV or on Blue Squatch Productions YouTube. It's been great. We cannot wait to see you again soon. Bye for now, Lacrosse.